Hello, everyone. I just realized that I did not give you the update on this plant right here, this tomato plant. Um, this is the tomato plant that I've had this plant since April and May, and we had really high winds last night, and the plant was it had completely fallen over, so I had to lift it back up. The tomato cage was barely supporting the fruit on there because the wind kind of took it out, pulled it out of the dirt a little bit, and I said, well, I need to one before I pull all this fruit. Let me give you a quick update on it. This is the one where the branch split and it was hanging off, and I just kind of propped it back up with the tomato cage because it has so much fruit on it, and I was going to be devastated if I lost that fruit. And then there's a plant down here that the winds also one of my pepper plants where the winds completely snapped the branch, and so as you can see right there, it's hanging off. And I really do want to try to just go ahead and just at least take the fruit off of both of these plants, that pepper plant, or at least take that branch and then take the fruit off of this plant here. But yeah, I all I did was just prop that branch back up on this tomato cage, just so we can give the tomatoes a chance. See there, it didn't mend it or anything, but at least none of the fruit or the plant itself didn't die from that. And so I'm just going to take everything. I thought about just taking what was blushing, but with the temperatures that we're having, they're not going to turn out here. So I'm just going to try to take everything. There's even a few little flowers that the plant, see that flower right there? There's still even a few little flowers on this plant. So I'm thinking once I pull all of the larger fruit off, if there is some baby fruit on here that I saw. I'll try to zoom in on it when I get to it. But I'm going to try to put it in my greenhouse. I've never, yeah, there it is right there. I've never tried to grow tomatoes over the winter here in Chicago. So I'm thinking to myself, why not? Let's see. So I'm just going to go ahead and pour all of this fruit and place this plant in my greenhouse and just see what it does. I'm not necessarily trying to overwinter the plant or anything like that. I'm just trying to see if I put this in my greenhouse, since it seems to be really healthy. It's been disease resistant this whole time. Will this plant continue to produce fruit in my greenhouse? If it doesn't, it doesn't. If it does, that would be wonderful. But I do know I am definitely going to save the seeds. Not all of the fruit is looking really excellent, but it's not looking bad. It's actually they're all looking. The tomatoes themselves feel very heavy and they feel very full. I don't see any insect activity. That one I showed you was just little leaves stuck to it, but it has been no tomato hornworm damage to it, no disease, anything. So this would be the plant I'll experiment with. It's been actually one of my favorite plants as well. So one of my favorite tomato plants, not the variety, because this is the beefsteak, but the plant itself is one of my favorites. So I'm just going to go ahead and just take it in the greenhouse, take everything off, try to focus all of the energy on the flowers and the little baby tomatoes that's coming in, and give it a chance, and I'll update you. But for sure, what I know I will do is save some seeds from this plant. I'm not even sure where I got these seeds from, but I know I've had this plant since April or May. But yeah, so that's a lot of fruit from this little plant, and still to be in November in Chicago. Like, that's crazy. So yeah, I gotta try to save the plant. Uh, so that's what I'll do. But yeah, that's where it's split right there. And that split back in this November. That split back in, I want to say, either late July or August. And I just found a tomato cage, held it up with that, and I said I'm just going to go ahead and try to keep it. And so I'm looking at it now, and it's like, wow, it looks complete. All of the fruit is gone, and I'm a little sad for that. I really hope this will survive in my greenhouse, but if it doesn't, that's okay. It's everything I needed it to do for me. So this particular plant itself, I want to say, I'm trying to remember if I started this from seed or if I purchased this from If I did purchase it, I definitely purchased it from Home Depot because I try to I always purchase a tomato plant and a pepper plant every year. But I'm not sure. But either way, it's a very hardy plant. And so I think I will just go ahead and take it in. Let me go over here and take this off because it's just going to fall off. It was literally hanging. See what I mean? So I'm just going to go ahead and take that off as well and just go ahead and take those in as well. And that's that. But I did just want to give you a quick update on the garden. But that's it. Happy growing, everyone.